Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to show you how we measure water status of a plant using something called a pressure chamber. The pressure chamber works off of measuring water potential. It's a pretty simple mechanism. All we do is we take a leaf off a tree, place it in this chamber here. We then pressurize this chamber until we find the right pressure that pushes water out of the leaf. The inverse of that is, in fact, the suction that leaf has that is pulling water out of the ground. The harder the pull, the more stressed the tree is. Pressure chambers have a pretty simple setup. Some are powered by a gas, nitrogen, or CO2. Others can be a hand pump. This one is gas powered. We have our gas tank here, which then hooks up. A line runs all the way up to our chamber. This is where we're going to actually put the leaf inside. There's our air release valve. We have our lid. The petiole is going to go through that hole, and then we can tighten this. We have our gauge. You can see it's measured in bars. In addition to the pressure bomb, you also need these little bags. So this is a homemade one, but you can get them from the same company that actually sells these things. All this is a light-proof bag that's going to stop the leaf from photosynthesizing. The reason we want to do that is because we don't really want the leaf water potential. We want to get the stem water potential. And when we shut down photosynthesis in the leaf, we get a little bit better reading that's going to correlate more with the whole stem water potential and just the general tree. When choosing a leaf, you want to make sure you get a leaf that's fairly close to one of the scaffold. Make sure that you don't have any discoloration or holes, as these can give you some false readings. This leaf right here looks just about perfect. Make sure you cover the leaf, exposing just the petiole. Close it with a clothespin or really anything, a paper clip, whatever you have. And we're gonna let this sit for at least 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes, you're gonna be ready to cut. But make sure that when you cut, you wanna cut nearest the stem. Give yourself as much of the petiole as you can. Make sure you have as clean of a cut along the petiole as possible. So now we have the top of our pressure chamber and our petiole. We're going to fit the petiole through that hole. Tighten it on up. You want to make sure not to over tighten and snap the petiole, but you do want it tight enough so that any of the gas won't escape. Place the leaf in the bag into the pressure chamber. Twist the lid and make sure that the top is securely fastened to the chamber. Once the leaf is in there securely, we can begin to pressurize our chamber. Key here is to go nice and slow. Right now we're at about 5 bars. We very gradually increase the pressure until we begin to see water pushed out of the leaf. There we go. Come over and we can see it took about 12 to 13 bars to push this water out of the leaf. Now that's pretty high. This tells me the trees could be likely water stressed. This could also be an indication that simply I didn't give the leaf enough time in the bag, and this may be more of a leaf water potential rather than a stem. Thank you very much.